Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. I am Janae Hancock. At the top of the new year, our minds are typically focused on so many different goals, and that includes our finances. So with that being said, I do want to take a look at that file video you just saw here on your screen. And for many, holiday spending has led to a debt hangover that includes buying gifts and after traveling and going out to eat over those holiday celebrations. So I do want to bring in our guest for today. You're taking a look at Rod Griffin. He is the Senior Director of Public Education and Advocacy for Experian. Rod, I want to thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. I know you're in Dallas, but we are dealing with a foggy Wednesday. So again, thank you so much for joining me for such a timely and important conversation. How common is a debt hangover, I should say?
Sure. We had fun spending for the holidays, and now the bills come due in January. So that debt hangover is real, and we know people are feeling it this year. We do an annual survey, and for the first time in 5 years, more than half of the people told us that they have a financial New Year's resolution this year. So we're looking at how we manage our money. That debt hangover is a very real thing.
And really, how can people get on track to start the new year very healthy as far as their finances are concerned?
Well, there are several steps you can take. One, we always make that New Year's resolution. I have two: save money, lose weight. Working on the lose weight, I'm doing better with the save money. But you start with budgeting. We all tend to dislike that word, but you need to have a budget. It's a plan that will get you where you need to go. Knows where your money is being spent, where it's coming from, where it's going to. And then you need to work on managing your debt, which is another half of the population tells us that's a key focus for them. So if you can reduce your credit card debt, that's going to help tremendously with your credit scores, because utilization rate, your balances compared to the limits on your credit cards, is the second most important factor in those scores. So reducing that credit card debt, making those payments on time can help you then have more access to lower cost financial services. Building a good credit score can actually save you money over the course of the year, because you can qualify for lower interest rates or lower fees. You can get cash back or points if you have good credit scores on accounts that offer those things. So use credit as a financial tool. Use that credit report as well. You check your credit report. You can get it once a week at annualcreditreport.com and know exactly what's there. You can enroll in monitoring services to protect your identity, get more free reports. So you can get a free report, know what's in that credit report, use it to your advantage.
And I know debt hangover is a term that we typically hear around the holidays season, especially afterwards. Do you think people were more aware going into holiday spending this year, so they're not dealing with it as much in this new year?
They seem to be. Another thing they told us was that as they approached the new year, the first thing they wanted to do before the new year was actually reduce some of their debt and to start creating savings and to find tools that they could use to help them do that. One of the things that we now offer is something called the Experian Smart Money digital checking account and debit card. It can help you build credit without taking on debt. If you open the account and pay your utility bills, your cell phone bills, your streaming services, and enroll in our Experian Boost feature, you can have those positive payments reported. They can help build your credit through those positive accounts that are added without taking on debt. It's a great way to get the year started.
And I want to take a look at that video once again. You mentioned credit earlier and using those credit cards for people who did go holiday shopping. Now, as far as paying those things back, do you recommend that people set up automatic payments for their credit card bills?
Yes, absolutely. The most important factor in credit and credit scores is paying your bills on time every time. If you enroll in automatic payment, that's going to make sure that those payments are at least the minimum due are made on time every month. That's step one. Step two is going to be reducing those balances. So you may want to make more than the minimum payment due to help you do that. If you pay down those debts, make those payments on time. Over the course of the year, that debt hangover will go away. Your credit will improve. You'll be able to save more money, and that's going to be the most positive outcome you can have.
And Rod, what I thought was so interesting, setting up this interview, we were in communication and you all sent us a tip saying that spending money can help save money. Can you explain a little bit more about what that means exactly?
Sure. If you are using, as I mentioned, the Experian Smart Money account, if you open an Experian Smart Money account, and then you are paying bills for things like utilities, natural gas, water, electricity, if you are paying a cell phone bill each month, if you are paying for streaming services, so watching Netflix on Friday night. Experian's Boost service or feature is a free service that lets you have those positive accounts added to your credit report. So when those accounts are added to the report each month as individual accounts, they can help improve your scores. What we see is on average, 2 out of 3 people see an improvement, usually of about 13 points on average. That results in access to lower cost credit, lower cost financial services, and that can save you money in the long term. So spending money wisely and carefully, having that budget, and then using the new tools that are available to help boost your credit history, improve your credit worthiness is going to help save you money over time.
Some very helpful tips, Rod, and it not only goes for people who have maybe not the best credit score, but also for those who are doing good right now and they don't want to fall off later on throughout the year. Rod, is there anything else that you would like to add on to this interview that I have not asked you?
Absolutely. Make sure you check your credit report. You can go to annualcreditreport.com, get a free report once a week. So you can get, by my math, 156 credit reports a year. Probably don't need that many, but use it as a place to start your planning. Your credit report will show you exactly what bills you owe, what your balances are, what you need to work on. If you enroll in a monitoring service like Experian that's free, you get a free report every 30 days, a credit score that goes with it, and a report that explains what's affecting that score. Use those tools. The other thing to be aware of today is that the holidays were a prime shopping season for identity thieves. Monitoring your credit report can alert you if your identity's been compromised so that you can act on it quickly. So treat your credit report as part of your financial portfolio, as one of those financial tools. Check it just like you do a billing statement. Know what's there. It's going to help you be more financially successful. And that's what we really want.
I love it. Thank you so much, Rod, for joining me here at the live desk. And for all of our viewers who joined this live stream just a little bit late, it will be living on our social media platforms. But here at KCTV5, we are following so many developing stories this morning. So be sure to keep it tuned in here with us. I am going to leave you all with this live shot if you were preparing to head outside. It is very foggy as well as very cold. So you definitely want to grab onto those jackets and take your time on the roads.